why am I holding this fly swatter? Because I live in Florida, and around this time of year, April 21st, 2025, I get these random little tiny bugs in my house if I'm not careful. And it gets really annoying because I see them whenever I work. So at some point during this video, I might have to take action here. This is an electric fly swatter and it's super satisfying. Highly suggest. If you're just clicking this video, if you already know me, like this is basically a video diary where I'm uploading videos a year in advance based off of what I believe is like the moment I am blowing up. um, that sounds super cringe. Not that I think I am blowing up. It's more so I've been trying to be a YouTuber for the last 5 years in some shape or form, and it's finally like working. It's finally clicking, and that's like freaking awesome. But I'm having so many different struggles throughout the entire way, and I'm trying to learn things. And so I always imagined it would be cool to watch someone as they like learned what it's like to actually create, like to be a YouTube creator consistently and like get money and actually get views. Anyways, whatever. If you're here, thanks for joining. If you've already been here, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. Make sure to like and subscribe because here are three. I'm basically wanting to showcase three things I learned after my second video flopped. Now, for context, I just posted my second sort of follow-up video to a video that I believed was a banger. I posted it. It was a banger. Definitely an outlier for my channel, around 140,000 views as of talking right now. And so I posted my second one that I believed would do just as well. But it's at 13,000 views, which 4 months ago would have left me crying with joy. Like, I was amazed. I would be amazed. But right now that I have 140K as like a baseline, I'm like, what the heck? Why didn't I get 140,000 views? And I've got some lessons that I learned. I reached out to a few other YouTubers who currently get a lot more views than me. I just asked their advice, and these are a few things they told me. But I wanted to make this video also for anyone else who's like starting to kind of blow up, and now they understand that once you get attention, now there's pressure to perform, and if you underperform, it like feels frustrating. It's like, oh, man, I just had this video do well. Like, why isn't this one also doing just as well? And I'll hopefully keep this quick, but I learned three things. The first one being to always test your thumbnails and be creative. Like, I made 3 different concepts for thumbnails. I posted the video, and like it had some pretty good CTR, but it just was stuck at 13,000 views. And so I reached out to this guy named Preston, who I knew from UGA. Go Dogs, baby! I wasn't even thinking about it. Anyways, but I was like, yo, bro, like I've seen you test and modify thumbnails and titles for like months after posting a video. When do I give up on this? Because I came up with 3 concepts. I A/B tested those 3 concepts, found the winner, right? And then it was like it's sitting at 6% CTR, which I was like, that's pretty good. And then I tested 3 different variations of that winner, and the one that I picked ended up doing pretty well. But now it's just kind of like stalling out. It's like it's basically getting maybe 100 views a day, which is pretty slow for what I was wanting. And so I asked, I was like, when do I give up on it? Am I being ungrateful? Like, should I just move on to the next video? Which, yes, I'm still working on, but what do I do? And Preston, he was basically like, he's a firm believer in just always just continuing to test. Like, just because a video's not like, never think, like, that's the one thing you have control of after a video's been posted. So like, keep testing, keep tweaking until you're just tired of it or it takes off again, is my understanding of what he shared with me. And then it was like really fun because then he kind of came up with ideas for what the thumbnail could be. And it made me realize like, wow, like I don't have to think so narrow-minded about my thumbnails. I can try and be as creative. Like I'm not a thumbnail person per se. I think I understand like concepts, but I'm not like really skilled in Photoshop. And basically what it kind of revealed to me is, dude, it is so, everyone says this, but I don't think I really grasped how much more I need to be focusing on my thumbnails and titles. Like I got really lucky. My thumbnail title worked. It was just a banger for my banger video. But for these, it's like, dude, there's still so much more to do. There's so many more formats, concepts, and ideas out there of a thumbnail title where if none of them work very well, it's okay. You can go back to the drawing board and remake it from scratch. So that's what I did. And specifically, I used AI to help brainstorm that. So if you're interested in seeing what that brainstorm process looks like, maybe I'll upload it. I don't know. Like the feedback loop on here is like a year. So if you're watching this and you want that video, that tutorial, maybe I'll upload it. Just comment, let me know. If not, that's cool. It sucks anyways, whatever. But so that's lesson number 2 is always test your thumbnails and be creative. Like, duh. The second lesson is outsourcing to an editor takes so much work. What I knew, like videos, realistically, my videos, what I've done is realized it's going to take me a month to make every time, no matter what. Like, no matter how fast I try and do it, no matter whatever, I always get held up and I end up just with my current life where I have work, I have a kid, I have my wife. It's just going to take me a month to edit a video. And I just don't have any sort of capacity to make that faster. And so my idea was outsourcing to an editor a video. And this is a video editor I trust. This isn't some random person I found on Fiverr. Although, yes, I found them on Fiverr like 4 years ago. But I had a whole other business where I was doing editing for people. And he was one of my favorite editors to work with. So I trust him. He's really smart. He knows what he's doing. He knows what I want. He knows what I like. So it makes a lot of sense, but I'm realizing like for me to send over something for him to edit, I have to plan out so much more than I have been. And it kind of gave me the lesson of like, whether you need an editor or not, act like you do. Because what slows me down is because I just kind of take all my footage and I dump it into Premiere Pro, and then I just kind of like go chronologically of like, all right, I have an idea of where I'm going with this. Let me edit this part. Okay, what's next? Well, I kind of just, I record the voiceover for that little segment. Then I go to the next point. And I think that's part of what helps make my videos so good, at least how I like them. But also, like, there's no planning. Like, yes, you could argue, like, the craft of it is so important, and that's true. But what I'm realizing is, like, that's just me being lazy. Like, that's me not planning. No big budget production ever does that. They don't just go in and just film it and figure it out in post. Like, that's not, like, a real they do maybe sometimes, but, like, all the best YouTubers don't do that either. They pretty much map out what they like, a storyline and at least a storyboard of what they want to happen. Okay, thought I saw it. Aha, caught you. That's what you call a pattern interrupt. But yeah, big YouTubers don't do that. So it's like, what I'm realizing, to kind of sum up this point, because I feel like I've rambled about it too long, is the more you can act like you're outsourcing to an editor, the better your videos are actually going to become, because you have to plan, you have to like organize it and direct it, right? You really step into the role of directing your videos. And I'm realizing that because as I'm outsourcing this to an editor, and the idea, by the way, isn't just to like have my editor do it. My idea, check this out. I think this is like the an idea for anyone who doesn't want to quite give up editing yet is not thinking like hire an editor or no. It's like, yeah, hire an editor for one video and just like work with them. Like go send them off to go work on the video, give them direction, meet with them every other week or every week, and keep tweaking the video. Don't have a deadline on that video. Just be like, hey, I need that video to be done eventually. Maybe within, as long as you trust that person, right? I trust a tool is going to keep working and work really hard. But I'm not going to put a timeline on that video. I'm just going to say, hey, let's just figure this out because we need to figure it out eventually. So let's work together in this video. Let's see how long it takes us. I'm going to give you everything you need. Maybe you do like 80% and then I put the final 20% touches on it. And then we just see what that process looks like. And all the while he's doing all the labor intensive things of editing, I can edit a second video. And then that would be sick if we just get to a point where I'm editing one, he's editing one. And if things look pretty cohesive and good, like that's pretty solid. And then maybe he gets really good and he ends up waiting, then he edits two and I edit one. That way I can still keep myself in the edit, but I'm not restricted by the amount of time I have. So, I don't know. Just a thought if you want to try that out yourself. Because, whatever. And I think this is the thing is like, knowing that I was going to outsource this video affected how I scripted, it affected how I filmed, it affected how I thought about it. It affected every process because I knew I wasn't going to be able to just like run and gun, shoot whatever, and then just get in and be like, I think I'm just going to do it like this, or I'm going to come up with this. Like, I had to come up with bits ahead of time. I was very intentional with my filming. So, I don't know. Act like you're outsourcing your videos. Try and outsource your next video and just see what happens. You'll probably just come out more organized anyways. And then the last point, okay, and then you guys can leave forever, maybe, is thinking macro instead of micro. Instead of thinking small, micro, you need to think big, macro. And what does that mean in reference to YouTube is like when it comes to your 1 of 10s, like your bangers, you actually don't know what your bangers are until you've posted at least 20 videos, right? Like this video that I just posted about the pools has 140,000 views. That could actually be a low-end video for me, if we think about it. Or it could be the best video I ever made. And so I don't know that until I've posted at least 18 more videos. And so don't think when you're trying to follow up a video, don't like overthink it and be like, oh man, I got to make sure this is the new threshold and I got to hit this number again. It's like, no, like keep going, keep pushing, and then take a look back when you have a library of content that's targeted in your niche and see what worked. And then you can kind of get a better understanding of like what thumbnails perform better, what ideas perform better. Is there something in the comments that, you get 20 more videos, that's 20 more opportunities for comments of people to tell you what they liked and disliked. So that's something that really kind of encouraged me was like to not think about it just these 2 videos, but wait until we hit like 18 more videos. And then it's like, okay, now let me take a look back and see where the trends are. Let me look back and see what people are bringing up in the comments and whatnot. So, anyways, yeah, I still, an update on my channel. It's funny, like it's April 21st and I am not even anywhere close to editing a video. I was hoping to get 2 videos done in April and I am not going to hit that. So really trying to at least get a video ready for early May. So I'm going to do the turning $1 into a Disney ticket series. I'm trying to find some sort of sponsorship where someone would be interested in paying some money to help a whole family get some Disney tickets. If I can at least, I think the typical Disney ticket for a one day is like $120, which I think it'll be doable. I just have to figure out a way how to make it entertaining because getting $120, it's not going to be hard turning that. It's going to be difficult, but it's going to be really boring. So I'm trying to figure out how do I make that entertaining. So that's something I'm thinking about. Ka-cha! Okay. I didn't see a bug, which was good. I appreciate you guys sticking around. I know that kind of feels like a waste. That kind of frustrates me. Maybe I'll just wait until a bug shows up or not. Can't wait to see you guys at the next one. I love you.